What's up, everybody? It is your boy Blackbeardbrian back in with another video today. And today's video, we're going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts top moments ever. And again, I know that there are videos out there that do talk about the best moments and they are ranked. But today's video, we're not going to rank them or anything like that. We're just going to kind of have them all over the place when it comes to the video. But we're going to be talking about the best moments ever. At least that I think are the best moments ever. And hopefully you agree with them. Before we get into the video, you can also follow me on my other social media, where it's Blackbeardbrian on Twitch, Blackbeardbrian on TikTok, and then again Blackbeardbrian on YouTube. So make sure to follow me on those other websites. Again, I do a lot of streaming there on TikTok or Twitch. And so first things first, I just want to talk about is Kingdom Hearts 2. Now there's an important battle that I love about, and I want to just put into this video because I know that a lot of people could agree with it. And one of the main things that we enjoyed, especially when it first came out, was Kingdom Hearts 2 and the 1,000 Heartless that you had to fight in the game. And mind you, it was completely insane. I remember like as a kid like playing this for the first time, and I remember like hearing about it later on about how Square Enix had to like really push the engine, because again, PlayStation 2 wasn't able to like push as much as Heartless as they could on the screen. But I remember playing it back then, it felt like a lot of Heartless on the screen, you know, to like defeat, you know, to destroy and anything like that. Compared to like the new updated version, they're like able to fit like more, I think, on it. But I just know that, of course, like back then it wasn't able, you know, to do as much, but they did a lot compared to, you know, the updated version of the Kingdom Hearts 2. But I just kind of wanted to just kind of talk about that, you know, the whole battle. Like when we first enter it, you know, you're thinking like, you know, like I know my first thought process was when I went to this battle, like I didn't think that we were going to fight that many Heartless. Like I'm like, okay, we're just gonna fight like a couple of maybe 10, 20, like 50 at the most, you know, of the Heartless. I'm like, all right, and then it's done. No, I remember the exact moment, like when I was playing this game and my hands got tired. I was like, yo, this is actual war. Like we were fighting so many Heartless, so many different kinds. Like you had to press triangle to fight one of them that were like, you know, like had like a laser beam at one point, and like the Heartless just kept coming and coming and coming, and it just wouldn't stop. And at some point, I was just like, this is tiring. I'm like, yo, we got it out for it. You know, we had Sora, we had Donald, Goofy on our side, being able to help us, and then eventually we got tired. I think someone else came into the battle. I could be wrong. I think Cloud and Leon came in. I haven't played in a while, but I think they came in because again, Sora was dealing with it. But it was a all-out freaking war of Heartless, and I enjoyed that because none of the Kingdom Hearts really at the time had anything like that, or at least a lot of the games at that time didn't have anything unique like that. Because imagining like fighting that many people again, like I think Square Enix / Disney were like trying to really push the engine of the PlayStation 2, which is insane to me. I enjoyed that whole moment. So anytime I play it again, I always have fun. So that's why I would say it's one of the top moments for Kingdom Hearts for sure. So that brings us to our next top moment in Kingdom Hearts, and that would be Sora crying. Like Sora devastated, Sora depressed, Sora emo, Sora tears all over. That's the Sora we're talking about. So this is Kingdom Hearts 3 when, again, spoilers. So if you haven't played it, I don't know what you're doing here. We're talking about best moments. Get out of here. So anyways, with Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3 at the final battle or whatever, we're using the 7 lights, and during that battle, these niggas died. All of them died. Sora, not Sora yet, but Riku, Aqua, Kairi, just Axel, like Roxas, Ventus. I think Ventus at the time, not Roxas, but a lot of them were dying, and to be honest, was like a crazy moment. Like, oh, we're doing this. We're doing this. We're killing characters, right? We're doing this. Like Disney, we're good with this.
It can't be. No.
Aqua!
Like, and then of course, if you play the DLC, they come back. But, which is insane. And of course, if you've played the later in the game, they come back. But for them to take a move like that is kind of like really big because, mind you, like if they would have ended the game there, on that standpoint, it would have been like a whole like crazy way to end it. Which honestly, I think that would have been the best way to end Kingdom Hearts 3 on the note like that. And then obviously the DLC would have brought that back. Because if you think about it, Sora has never been in a situation. He's been in moments where like it looks, it's looking down. For example, like Kingdom Hearts 1 where Sora loses his Keyblade, Donald and Goofy leave him because ultimately they're there for one mission to follow the Keyblade builder. And when Sora loses it, it's kind of sad for a moment and a little depressing. But when your friends are literally dying, just being taken off like that, that really broke the hell out of Sora. And it was like, he's yelling, he's kicking, screaming, crying, and there's like nothing he could do. He literally feels powerless against Xehanort. He's that dude. He's that guy. Like Xehanort was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And thinking about it now, like when it comes to that moment, is like it makes you wonder, like, what if there's like a multiverse? Like, because in that multiverse, that line of if you let everything play through, it's canon. Like everyone dies. Besides, Sora, like everyone dies in that timeline. And if it wasn't for Sora to come back later, to go back in time and fix things, things would be differently. But there's that outline of multiverse where they all do die, and then there's another timeline where Sora fixes that so that way that timeline doesn't exist. So it's kind of crazy to kind of think about, and I'm sure they're going to be talking about that more because that's the whole reason why 4 is a thing right now, is because of that whole scenario of him going back in time. So I think that personally is a very iconic moment for Sora because, again, we get to see more side, like this more like depressing side of him, I would say. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like you don't get to see Sora like this, like ever. Like Sora is usually the happy-go-lucky, let's go through it, let's try our best, even if things are dark. The boy loses it. He's like, I'm hopeless. I can't fight. I can't win against this guy. He's too OP. And it was like our first time seeing Sora like defeated, and I love seeing that. I love seeing Square Enix, Disney, like, give him more human traits. Like, he's already human. Like, we want to see more flaws in our Sora because a lot of the stuff that he's dealing with is a lot. Like, if you think about it, a lot of the stuff he's dealing with is a lot. But again, of course, Sora can handle it, but it's a lot. But now, this brings us to the next moment in Kingdom Hearts, which is our big, bad Sephiroth. That nigga is a menace in his own game. He's a menace in the Kingdom Hearts game. Now, he is a threat to every single Kingdom Hearts game that I played so far. And I believe he's in Kingdom Hearts 1. And I believe he's in Kingdom Hearts 2, of course. And then I'm sure he might be in a little other Kingdom Hearts games that you fight. But those are the ones that I know so far. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, you actually get to fight Sephiroth. Mind you, Kingdom Hearts 1, when you play Sephiroth, he is not hard. He is hard for a children to fight, which is insane that Kingdom Hearts, I don't know what just to kind of go back, Kingdom Hearts did not hold your hand when you played the first game. It did not hold. Like as a kid, I thought to myself, I'm like, why is this game so hard? It's supposed to be a kid's game. They did not hold your hand. And on top of that, they added Sephiroth to the battle, and you had to like legit level up just to fight him. Was crazy. But little did I know that Kingdom Hearts 2 was going to let you fight him again. And God, I hated that. I hated it so much. As much as I love it, it was literally so iconic because when you're fighting this huge war that's going on right now of Heartless and Nobodies, Sephiroth is in here is like, what's up? And you're like, what? What are you doing here? He's like, I'm here to fight, man. I'm here to fight. And like, all right, bet. And so you fight him. He hits you one time. Your health is gone. Damn near gone. It's literally to inches. The dude takes 2 hits and you're literally gone. And at that point in time when I was playing the game, I believed, I was like, yeah, there's no way I can fight this dude. Even with all the techniques or anything like that, I could not beat him for the life of me. And I remember like hating life for the longest time. And eventually I decided to level up. And mind you, I haven't beaten the game at all or anything. So I'm leveling up the best that I can to beat Sephiroth. And eventually my health was like from here all the way down to like here. And even then he was like taking huge chunks of my health out. So the only thing like too that you had was like the drive, but Donald and Goofy wasn't there either. So they, mind you, if Donald and Goofy were there, I wonder if there's a mod if Donald and Goofy were there, if it would be like an easier fight, because man, they did not let, it was just you, Sora himself. So just to kind of understand, he's still top G. Sora's still top G for being able to fight against Sephiroth and defeat him, kinda, because he's still out there roaming and stuff. So hopefully Kingdom Hearts 4, we, maybe get some light shine upon that because, the next Final Fantasy game is next month. So yeah, who knows? We might see another feature. That would be a cool feature to see Sephiroth again. But he definitely would be, he made it to the top moments because I think every single Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts fan who played this game was excited to see him, but also hated him at the same time because he was damn near OP. And I remember watching, like, I go on like sometimes people's streams and watch their first playthrough or trying to beat Sora or Sephiroth, and they are struggling. Like, there's only a few people who are mentally not there who can literally take on Sephiroth with a short amount of health and win. You know what I gotta say? Kudos for you. Go touch grass. Because ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. But yes, that would be one of the top moments is Sephiroth. Hopefully we see him in 4. Now, that brings me to the next top moment in Kingdom Hearts. Now, I know a lot of people hate this world, but I feel like a lot of people hate it because it's trendy to hate in the Kingdom Hearts community. But I, for one, enjoyed this world. And this world is Atlanta. The world where Little Mermaid is at, where little freaking, whatever her name is, the redhead, wherever she's in that world. And a lot of people disliked it because when they go to the world, they find out it's just a musical. Versus the Kingdom Hearts 1, you literally play this game and it's just, you actually fight Heartless, actually get to do cool things, which I understand. I enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 1 with the Little Mermaid, but the second one is just a complete musical. And this is why it is my top favorite one, because my top moments, because you get to see Sora in a different light. You get to see him dancing, singing a whole musical and like singing it, play a Little Mermaid with the little homegirl, and I think that's fun, and it's like you don't get that every day. Like we did get that kinda in Kingdom Hearts 3 when he revisits Rapunzel, but that moment kind of died down. Like I felt like if I had to say anything was better was Kingdom Hearts 2 Little Mermaid World versus the Rapunzel. I would, when it comes to musicals, like you had a brief moment with that, but it was definitely fun to see Sora dancing with Rapunzel and all that. But it was more fun with Little Mermaid, I believe. I enjoyed that world because it gives you more Sora in a different light, and I appreciate any time when we get Sora, like again, when we get Sora crying, his eyes out, angry Sora, where they still haven't touched upon the heartless Sora really yet. Hopefully they talk about that more on Kingdom Hearts 4, because that form is crazy good. And then Sora, dancing, because we seen sides where Sora never gives up. We seen sides where Sora is goofy. We seen side where Sora is just like, just I don't know, just being his teenager self, like we've seen, but we haven't really seen like too much of his emotional sides. So that's why Kingdom Hearts 3 was very shocking when he was like crying and bawling his eye out and everything. Versus again Kingdom Hearts 2, where there's a whole musical of him, singing, dancing, doing all these things that you're like, oh, this is what my main character is doing. Like, hey, I'm here for it. I love it, because again, I feel like characters need that so that they have more love to just love on them and everything. So yeah, that would be my other top moment there. A fighting sequence that I did like in Kingdom Hearts 2. And as you see, there is a pattern. Like a lot of the cool stuff that happened in Kingdom Hearts 2, and it's a lot of people's favorite game, which is Kingdom Hearts 2. And a lot of people would say, oh, Kingdom Hearts 1, which again, Kingdom Hearts 1 is a great game. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are like very OP games. Like those are going to be the ones that are going to be picked up out of the highest out of like a lot of them. So that's why I say Kingdom Hearts 2, a lot of the moments that I enjoyed was in that game. And so the next one that I would have to say would be the boss fighting towards the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, when it came to the laser scene. That was so epic, man. I just remember like it was like yesterday again, where we're just, as a kid, you're fighting the boss, and I freaking forgot how to say his name, or at least it's out of my mind right now. But you play as him, or you play as Sora, you play with Sora and Riku, which is crazy enough because at that point you're like, oh, we're playing as both. And you're fighting, and then freaking homeboy like throws this freaking laser, surrounds the whole room, and it's like, mind you, the whole room is like, white and everything, and there's nothing but just red, and you're like staring out everywhere. And then now it just tells you to tap triangle, X, or whatever, and you're just like deflecting everything everywhere, and it's just like, yo, and your hands again are getting tired. Like when it freaking, I love it when they make your hands get tired from tapping, or just keep pushing the same button. You start to feel the characters, their tiredness. Like it just kept going and going and going, and like you're like, when is this gonna stop? This is like strong freaking main villain stuff. Like it's crazy. I want to say his name is, it's not Ansem, it's freaking Ansem's nobody. I literally have it blocked out in my head right now for some reason. I don't know why, because I keep thinking about Xandor. It's not Xemnas. There we go. His name is Xemnas, and Xemnas literally freaking is that dude. And he literally, I don't know, I enjoyed it so much. So that would be one of my other favorite moments, was the laser scene, because that I haven't seen anything like really top that, like in Kingdom Hearts, when it comes to at least that moment. So who knows? Kingdom Hearts 4 might bring some back, because I heard that they're trying to bring something back that was, very popular in Kingdom Hearts 2. So I guess we'll wait and see. And that brings us to our another top moment, and that would bring us to Axel. Got it memorized. So with Axel, I don't have a specific moment that I enjoyed about, or not a specific moment, but like an exact moment. With Axel, I think every moment that Axel's on this shows up is a great moment, because one thing for sure is Axel stands on business. He is the most standing on business nigga I've ever seen in a lot of, whether it's games, anime, anything like that. Like he is that dude that will stand on business for whoever he's working for, whether he's working on the bad side for the organization or he's working on the good side, the side of light. Like, he just stands on business, or even just for himself. There's just been moments where I've seen Axel just do things, and I'm like playing the game, I'm like, stand on business, nigga. Like, I understand, like, you're pissed off, or you could take it the easy way, but nah, Axel's like, I'm about it. Like, he grabs out his 2 freaking shooterkin on both sides and just flames on. I'm like, bro, this is dude is built different, because a lot of characters in the show, either they don't stand on business and don't follow through, or Sora sometimes win the no talk jutsu and gets them, and it just is what it is. But like Sora or Axel, with his journey and like seeing how he is with his friends and how he treats the organization, like the organization would be like, hey, I need you to kill this person. He's like, all right, bet. Organization sent me here to kill you. So they're like, it happened to that dude in the ice in Chain of Memories. He's like, I'm here to kill you. He's like, hey, yo, wait, please. And he's like, didn't give him a second thought. He's like, all right, hey, man, business. Killed him. And done. Over with. It was crazy. I was like, damn, this nigga he's not here to play. And then same thing with Roxas. The moment with Roxas, he's like, yo, the organization is going to kill you if you leave. And Roxas said, his frame was cold. Nobody will miss you. He's like, I will. And then he had to show up, find him, and say, kill him. And went in the lab, I believe, when Roxas got his second Keyblade, he was like, yeah, I'm taking you back, bro. I'm taking you out. I don't care. And there was another moment where he was just standing on business, like he took out Shion and was like, yeah, I'll fight her, like, because the organization told me to. I know I'm probably saying them out of order or anything, but I just wanted to say that Axel is a top tier character with a lot of, I would say almost similar attributes with Sasuke, because Sasuke had a lot of not Sasuke. I would say almost close to like Itachi, where it's just like he'll do anything no matter what, but also he has a heart and he wants the best for everyone, and will literally do anything it takes to make sure that the mission goes through, regardless of how he ends up or anything like that. Or even, like, I remember the part where he helped out Sora towards the end of the battle in Kingdom Hearts 2. And he definitely helped him out. And it was just like, he didn't have to, but he did. And it was just, just another great moment for him, honestly. All right, so let's go down to our last 2 moments in Kingdom Hearts, where Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep was teased in Kingdom Hearts 2. And again, I'm still talking about Kingdom Hearts 2 because it's just a great freaking game. So when we beat the game, I believe that you had to beat it on a certain difficulty in order to get it. The secret ending, I'm not sure, but I remember playing it on PlayStation 2 and you got that secret ending, and when you got it, it literally was like, yo, what game is this? Because I thought it was completely, when I first watched it, I was like, is this for a different game? But no, these people have Keyblades, but they have armor on. Who's this bald dude? Who's the dude next to him? Like, everybody was confused, but it looked dope. But it had Keyblades and swords, things like that. And typical magic that you would seen in Kingdom Hearts 1. Or Kingdom Hearts 2. And it threw everyone, like, it confused everyone. Sorry, I'm just like, I remember watching it and everyone was baffled when they were playing this and watching the whole video, because at the time we didn't know who it was Aqua, Terra, or Ventus at the time. And then we saw Roxas, who we thought was, we all thought it was like, hey, what the heck? What is Roxas doing in this? But little did we know it was Ventus. And we were like, okay, we're going to get his backstory again. But it's a completely different nigga. It's a completely different person. And that's why I love that, because that brings in more characters for Kingdom Hearts and a different perspective on other characters who we know and love now. Again, because without Xehanort, there wouldn't be any Terra, where wouldn't have been any Xehanort, or not Terra Xehanort, but like any Ansem, because Terra is Ansem. and it just a lot of things that we missed out beforehand. So I'm super glad that we got Birth by Sleep, because Birth by Sleep, any of the scenes in Birth by Sleep were freaking dope, because this dude was just a powerhouse. It literally showed that Xehanort is that dude. He's a powerhouse, and he's not coming here to play. And dude's been planning since he was young, just to see what type of plans he's had. This guy didn't came to play. I'm just like lost for words. I'm sorry, but yeah, I remember just watching that, and I was like so intrigued. I was like, I can't wait for the next game, because we all thought it was like Kingdom Hearts 3, but little did we know it was Birth by Sleep. But still, we got great characters out of it, great story. Aqua's story is depressing as hell. So is Ventus. So is Terra. Like, all three of those friends had it terrible compared to like a lot of people in the Kingdom Hearts story. They had it terrible, but not as terrible as the next people I'm going to be talking about. And that brings us to our last moment in Kingdom Hearts top moments. Again, before we get into it, make sure you guys go follow me on all my social media. Again, it is Blackbeardbrian on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. But the last moment that we're going to be bringing up is Kingdom Hearts Mobile. Whether that's Union Cross, whether that's I don't even know all the names, to be honest, but I remember watching every single mobile game, or even before I watched it. I remember when I was told that the mobile games are canon too, I was like, really, nigga? I gotta go watch the Kingdom Hearts mobile game to understand more of the lore. And I know a lot of people who haven't watched it, I 1000% suggest you watching it, because back then when I tried to do it, I downloaded the mobile game, got it, and I remember playing it, or at least I couldn't play at the time because by then the game was over, so you could only watch the video, which is strange. I don't know. I just remember I couldn't play it. I could only watch the scenes. I could create a character, but I couldn't play the game. I could just play it with my character. It was just a weird thing, unless that's how the game was. But I remember you can like actually do fights and things like that to continue the story. Now, what a lot of people might say is like, it's a mobile game, and why would I want to waste my time? Of course, you don't have to download the game. You can actually go on YouTube and watch the video. Mind you, I looked on YouTube recently. Their video to watch the whole mobile game is about 5 hours. Yeah, it's 5 hours. And you're probably wondering, like, I'm not going to sit here and watch 5 hours of nothing, of a mobile, pretty much nothing, just a mobile game. And you literally have to sit there and read every single thing that they say. So I totally get it. But lucky for you, there is this awesome channel. I don't know the name, but I'll try to put it in the description below if you guys really want it. I will literally comment. If you leave a comment, I will leave it down there for you guys. But there is a YouTube channel. Thank God for them. They literally got voice actors and had these voice actors literally act out every single scene of the dialogue that you get in the mobile game. So honestly, if you wanted to like sit there, watch it, and if you wanted to like go in the kitchen, grab a cup of water, you can have it playing and hear them in the background without having to, you know, pause it and like pay attention to like exact every single word they say or anything like that. And they take out the middle parts where like that aren't important, where it's like fighting, things like that. And one of the reasons why I put this on the list as one of the top moments of Kingdom Hearts is because there's so much story in the mobile, and so much lore that you just don't get into the regular Kingdom Hearts, that it's ridiculous. It's like night and day when it comes to the games. When it comes to the mobile, there's so much, it's so much darker. It's so much darker than the games. You thought the games were dark. Well, welcome to the mobile games. They're darker, man. And that's what I love about the mobile games. And so currently there is another mobile game coming out later this year, and it's similar to like the Pokemon Go. So I can't wait for that because it's gonna lift up some more lore that we've probably been waiting for. So I'm just super excited for that one. Hopefully it comes out later this year. Like I think it's supposed to come out early summer or early spring, one of the two. They had a beta, and a lot of people have played it, and so far so good. So far so good, and I'm just excited. Like a lot of the things that you feel like we're missing in Kingdom Hearts, like the regular games, are literally in the mobile games, and I just wish that I hope that they can translate a lot of that, the feelings that we have, like the emotions, the story, the the darkness can translate to Kingdom Hearts 4. But who knows? It's Disney at the end of the day. I feel like Square Enix would like to push a lot of darkerness to it, and they might be able to do that with 4, but till then we won't know really what's gonna go happen. So that kind of puts that in a box of like we just gotta wait and see. But I strongly suggest you guys watching the mobile because there's so much lore into it, and it's so much fun seeing a lot of characters that you probably didn't think, because it's like didn't think were back then, but then they're actually back then. So yeah, I 100% say that would be our top moments when it comes to that. Again, Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out. Don't know when. It could come out later this year. I would say at the latest, it could come out in October if they do plan on releasing Kingdom Hearts 4. Mind you, it could come out next year, with the grades. I think GTA 6 comes out next year. Who knows? But Kingdom Hearts 4 could come out this year. And I know that all of us would be excited because a lot of the content, if you have noticed that a lot of content creators when it comes to Kingdom Hearts is like, we're trying. Like they're trying their best. They're like trying to pick up any sort of scraps. You got people making videos about like, did you know that on a Tuesday morning, Sora likes drinking coffee? Did you know that? Like that's the type of content. Like I'm making that type of content. Like as you see the top moments, like there's moments of other videos where people talk about the same thing. But again, this is my just perspective, but we are just begging for scraps and everything. Like we're lucky that we were able to get the mobile game for the new one to come out. And again, like there is a definite coming out this year. We're just hoping that it comes out this year so we can get that game. But I feel like once we get more news on it, this year, 2024 could be legit fun, and I'm excited. But I appreciate everyone that came to the video and gave it a like. Even if you haven't given it a like yet, I'll give you time. I don't know what you're doing just sitting there. Give it a like. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, while you're here too, you might just give it a comment. Just say you made it this far. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well just leave a comment. Might as well. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Again, follow me on all my social media. It is Blackbeardbrian. I do be streaming on Twitch, so we're trying to get our Twitch channel up to 500 followers of the Twitch. So we'd be appreciated if you guys go do that. But till then, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.